tell us your background, like what you do, and also what you were, because we had a nice little chat about this on Instagram yesterday, what you were looking for before you found me. You don't even know how you found me, but tell us about that.
So I'm a full-time photographer, and I'm based in the outback. So I live 100 k's to my closest town. So we're relatively rural or remote. And I've been a photographer, I think about 4 years. I did do a course a couple of years ago, a photography business course, and that was sort of in relation to mindset, setting goals, and the steps to that. And so I embraced that wholeheartedly, and I achieved, well, I went above and beyond those goals that I'd set within 2 years. So that was the beginning of this year. And then I was lost, completely lost. I just went, oh my God, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? And I just had a lot of trouble thinking. I knew I needed to set another goal, but what that was, I didn't really know how to do it, and so forth. Anyway, somehow Karen came onto my radar, I think through social media. I'm not really sure. I had actually heard of Karen before, being from Birdsville, and I guess Birdsville's only sort of 7 hours up the road.
It's close once you go that far west. It's all close to each other, even if it's 6 hours, right?
So I sort of knew of you, but I had absolutely no idea what you did or anything like that. Anyway, somehow you popped onto my radar, and it felt right for me because I do follow my intuition, and what feels right for me. So I did do a 3-day course with you initially about 6 or 7 weeks ago. And then from that, I decided that radio, this is the thing for me. Honestly, I did not even do a lot of research. I just knew that it felt right for me. And
that's good.
Having been through this process previously, and knowing that when my mindset is right, I can achieve my goals and do the things that I want to do. I don't know how the process works. I mean, I do now, but previously I didn't know how it worked. And so it's been really good in learning more the steps of how to do it. And so, I signed up, and I think I'm about week 6 or 7 now. And so I haven't been earning much money for the first half of this year. It's been very mediocre because my mind just was not in the right place. I didn't know what I was doing. I lost everything, but just lost my way a little bit. So I was floating along, and now I have, not daily, but I have been making my daily income, which was, my previous monthly income I've turned into my daily income on occasions, which has been amazing. And I've had work slowly trickling in every week, and orders and things like that. So it's been awesome.
So good. So just to clarify, so the first half of the year you didn't earn very much money. Then you found me, or I attracted me, made a very quick decision, followed your intuition, got into the coaching. And now, what was your previous monthly income? You're having days where you're earning that in one day, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. And so that's been since I've signed up. And in
6 or 7 weeks, let me emphasize, you seeing those results in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And what do you love about the process, the community? Like, what's it? Because it's one thing to have a coaching program that works. It's another thing to have the community and the support around it. So what are you loving about that, especially being isolated and being rural, to have like-minded people around you like that?
I love the community because it motivates me. I do, when I can make them, I do really enjoy the study sessions in the morning, and I like the new habits that it's creating for me. So like Tegan, I've started exercising more consistently. I've sort of made, I'm making these new habits, which, I know that I should have been doing ages ago, but I'm actually trying harder to make a process of these new habits now. yeah, it's the process of the lessons are wonderful. I'm going to admit I do struggle on days,
Yeah,
particularly
everyone
when
does.
I'm away shooting, because I live where I live. You know, I can travel, I can drive 7 to 8 hours for a job. And
Mm,
usually my job's, because what I'm shooting there, sunrise to sundown. So I shoot on a lot of stations, and that's just our days are sunrise to sundown. And so I do find, and I was telling this to Karen yesterday, that, you know, in all honesty, I do struggle a little bit on those sorts of days because it does break my routine.
mm.
But I'm trying harder to get back into that routine when I come home now, or spend a little, if I can find some time during the day, spend a little bit of time on the lessons.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
And I think it's great that you bring that up and that you're honest about that. And I think the fact that we were able to work with that. So you're able to bring that yesterday to our weekly TIR Q&A call, say, this is what's going on, this is where I'm at. What ideas do you have for me, Karen? And we worked out a bit of a plan. I gave you some suggestions, what to do on those days. And I think that's the value of the, so yes, it's group coaching, but there's always that individual element that you do get access to me. You can ask those questions. You can send me a message on Instagram and get that feedback. So we're able to almost customize a little bit of your experience that's unique to the way you work, even though, and still get the benefits of the whole group program.
Absolutely. You do feel supported, which is wonderful. And like you said, everyone is different and everyone has different circumstances. So it is going to be a little bit different for everyone,
Mm,
but the concept is still the same. So
absolutely.
it's, yeah,
So good. And
yeah.
so what's your advice? So again, to someone thinking about coming into coaching with me, starting the TIR Blueprint program, what do you say to that person from your own experience and benefits of making the decision that you did?
I say trust the process. If it feels right for you, then it more than likely is right for you,
Mm,
because I think we all have something to learn. I mean, we never stop learning, and to learn about something like this and investing out in ourselves is invaluable. And you know, we all have goals. We all, you know, however big or small they are.
mm.
And if we can achieve those in our life, how amazing is that?
Yeah.